Hello and welcome back to a new series of Glen Isla Extended MultiFruit. We're just checking out the horses here this morning, and it's going to be a busy day. Now, it is kind of late in the day, but we're kind of picking up where we left off yesterday, and we got some stuff to do with the plow here. I'm going to run around up front of the farm here, and we're going to join up what is fields 2, 3, and 4. Kind of make that one field again. We'll also be extending field 1 here, because we no longer have the curtain behind us there to worry about. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start by running a course play just to get them to plow each individual field first, and then I'll join them together. I think it's just easier to do it that way. So let's set them up here. We'll bring up the course play, and just a footnote, no, I have not had a problem bringing up the course play again now. They seem to have fixed that, fingers crossed. Okay, so we'll do one headlines, we'll go counterclockwise, we'll turn, that is the correct width, generate that course. Oh, I forgot to put the field number in, 2. We'll generate that course, and we'll come back, and there it is, and we'll just double check our field speed here. It looks all fine, and we'll start the first waypoint, and this is a tool, and we'll drive that course. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to what we can do with respect to all this, come on, there we go, all this land we own here. We own all this. Now, I was in here probably after you were here with me last, and I put a little grass into the silo there. But yeah, we own all this, and I'm thinking, now I don't know if we own this area right here. I was kind of thinking we did. Let's just double check that. Yeah, we own this area here, but it's sort of weird because there's no fence there. If you look at that again, there's no fence here to denote where my land ends over here, which I'm gonna guess is that line there extended looking this way. We don't own that. That's part of field 8, but this area we do own, supposedly, according to the map. We do anyways. Where I am right now, yeah, I'm just inside the zone here, so I'm guessing that those 3 trees kind of denote the property line. We need a fence, something, or just buy field 8, and then we don't have to worry about it. But we don't have the money at the moment, so I'm thinking what we should do is, I think the horses have hay right now, or do they not? Looking kind of empty there. We should think about feeding our animals here. So let's jump into the Fiat here, and we'll pick up some grass and some hay. Or sorry, hay and oats. Let's go this way. Get some hay, and we'll get some oats. And I bought a water tank, but it's still at the shop with the SP Max, so we'll go over there and grab that next. There we go. Just gonna take a second here to make sure my, come on now, to make sure that my timer is running, because I should have done that to start with, but never quite got that far. Anyways, okay, so we got our timer running. I just try to keep an eye on the length of the episodes here. Trying to keep them in around 25 minutes on the outside, just to kind of match people's attention spans. Oh, I did have hay in there. I was looking at the wrong crop. Okay, well, we'll see if they need any more. Not a whole lot, but I know they don't have any oats. So we liking those. Now, I know in, Ravenport, when I put oats in, boy, they need a lot of those. Now, that's actually not too bad. So we need some water and straw yet. And we'll go take care of that. We'll dump this hay. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new map here. I was so sad to see that Glen Isla didn't work anymore because of the new patch. If you didn't catch my intro episode for this map, yeah, Giants keeps moving the goalposts, you know, and they're changing the way you do the program. It's kind of silly what they're doing. I don't know where I'm going here and talking, but yeah, no, it's kind of silly, and they need to give their head a shake because they destroyed a lot of work. People were already having a real tough time with the new Black Magic programming Giants has used with 19, trying to squeeze the most that they can out of their single core game engine. And it was kind of, I don't know, a lot of the modders have kind of given up. That's why you're not seeing the mods that you say you've seen in 17. And I think it's not, that problem is not going to change. For that reason, 17 may be the better buy. Yeah, you don't get the lighting effect, but I'll tell you, the mods in 17 were fantastic. There was tons of them. I don't think we're going to see that in 19, not with the way they've done things. And then, you know, the guys that did put the work in, well, now they've changed the way it has to be programmed again, and breaking all kinds of mods. And anyways, this fella started this reiteration of his Glen Isla idea. He made it extended and MultiFruit. So, yeah, that's why we're in this new map, and it's working, but Glen Isla will no longer work. I think they tried to say that they had fixed it, but he gave up. I think he thought he had it fixed, but it never worked for me, so not his fault, not blaming him. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. So we're moving on to bigger and better things. I think there's a lot more creative control on this map, and I think that there's a lot more that we can do. Now, again, if you like Glen Isla as much as I did, I just loved the feel of the map. I thought it was great. That's why if you download the map, you do not see this farm. You see something quite different, actually. The land is still here. I did have to manipulate, again, the bit in the middle underneath the silo there. There was a big mound there, and I had to use the landscaping and flatten it and smooth it. There was a different house, or I don't even think there was a house. There was a bunch of sheds in here, and probably looking like very much like a Scottish farm, you know, like a beginning farm, and or maybe not beginning. It looked like it was quite old, but certainly not a rich farmer. But I took all that out and put what was the original Glen Isla setup that I had, because I really liked it. It's going to be slightly different because the chickens were over here. The sheds obviously look slightly different. This one is the same, in the exact same position. This one, however, was more to the right, and I had the chicken coop in here, and the house, and the horses right here. But because the black backdrop of the old map, that was, you know, it was small, but I liked it. You couldn't have the horses there, but I was able to move them back a little bit, and we're going to put our chickens in over here. As soon as I got enough money, I'm going to get that. I've got the mod, but it's a large chicken coop. It looks like a warehouse, industrial style chicken farming. And you can also tell, again, because the backdrop was right about here on Glen Isla. But now we've got all this in here, so I can extend this field not only into that corner, but back around this way as well. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, meanwhile, this guy is just about finished here. I missed a couple of little corners there, but that's okay. That's fine tuning. Needed to be plowed. And again, I think that's to do with the determining where the plow starts for the fellows with course play. But anyways, so we've plowed that. All this area needs to be plowed. So we're going to plow all these 3 fields. Then I'll manually go in and plow them together. And then we're going to set it to work over here, plowing over here. But in the meantime, what we need to do, and then of course they all need lime. We're just going to trip over here to the store. Yeah, I always get that wrong. I always think it's in the opposite corner, but it's kind of kitty corner here. That'll help figuring out where I am. You'd think I'd know after being on Glen Isla this long. But yeah, they seem to have fixed the course play HUD. It seems to be coming up now. I'm really happy with that, because that was a big deal. Anyways, one thing Giants did get right is they seem to have finally fixed for my Driving Force GT steering wheel and pedal setup. They seem to have improved the steering on it, and now my pedals actually react like they should. Like if I had the cruise control on, I literally had to push full brake pedal on to get the course play to release, or the cruise control to release. And there seemed to be not a lot of sensitivity with, my throttle position, with the pedal. Like it just seemed wrong. It wasn't right, and it seemed like you had to be right on it or right off it. You could back your foot off it, you kind of hear an RPM change, but it never actually changed the speed of the tractor, whereas now it worked like it did in 17. 17 I had no problems with my pedals and steering, all that. I'm using the exact same mapping and everything else. Nothing's changed on that front. Not quite sure why guys were trying to remap the wheels for 19. That wasn't necessary. Anyways, yeah, so bottom line is my wheels and pedals are working very well again, and so I'm happy about that. Okay, I'll be a lot happier when Giants does what they should have done in this particular. See, now he doesn't take off, and I can just stop the driver. I'll worry about, I think I'll worry about cleaning up well, maybe I'll do it right now so I don't have to do it later. But we'll clean up these corners here, what he missed, and then we'll put him to work on the next field there and get that plowed in. I'll start him on this corner here. I'll just hire a worker for that. Seems to be a pretty darn simple thing. Now why? I know this thing plows a lot faster than 10 miles an hour. 10 kilometers an hour. See, that's interesting. Oh, it's because I got to speed him up. Okay, my bad. Alright. So we'll leave him to do that. Yes, he's still going. I had to double check what I did there. So we'll go give the horses some water. They got their straw. Now, I don't know, that probably wouldn't work. I was just thinking maybe I could run the lime over there, but it won't actually spread the lime on the land in between. I'd have to plow it first, so we'll just go around the block here a little bit. But it's so nice having the gas be correctly sensitive through the pedal here. Oh, wrong one. You see in this latest incarnation here of the Glen Isla map, I actually moved that hydrant in nice and close. I was able to. How's that? I can set this down. You know what, I didn't do that very well. This trailer is really hard to back up with that pivoted front axle, so I'm going to do that again. Get it a little tighter this time. Because as I can. All right. We'll just fill our water tanker and give the horses some water, and I think they're, no pun intended, off to the races. We're taking quite a bit of water. That's good. They're thirsty. So we'll let this go here. I was going to say it was unfortunate the way I positioned that because the water tanker would block our view of the horses, but it's actually behind the garage and the house partially there, so that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so, oh, we can run the line for now on, I think it's field 5. Let me just double check that. Yeah, field 5 we bought. We didn't have enough money to buy 6, I believe, that's behind it, so we could carve that land up, but we're going to have to wait on that. Let's hook onto our line spreader here. I'll run him over and just line field 5. I think it needed to be plowed too, but at least we got the line in place as well. And technically we could go ahead and even do the oilseed radish there if we wanted to leave that one till last, so when we do plow it, the oilseed radish should be up, and then we can go straight to seed when we do plow it. And yes, I have periodic plowing on. I do not have weeds on because I don't think they fixed that at all. I don't like how they did the weeds at all. I love the idea of what they wanted to do, but the execution was poorly and ill-conceived. I guess that's the word I'm looking for, the term I'm looking for. We could plot a course plot for this. Let's do that. We're going to go here, we're going to go there. This is field 5. We're going to do one headland. And 12 meters is right. We're going to turn. And we're going to go counterclockwise. Generate that course. And we'll just double check our field speeds. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll start with the first waypoint. And we're setting to go. So it's so nice being able to not have to worry about, oh boy, we're going to have a rogue course play driver. That's going to be something special in and of itself, okay? So looking forward to that. So let's leave him to do that. I think we should be, yes, we're done there. So we're just going to go ahead. Now, a helper will not, I don't think he'll plow in that cotton, because I'm not interested in that at this point. I don't think he'll do it. But, so I think I might have to do this one manually myself. Or just put the course play on it. Sick the course play on this field. Because the helper refuses to obey orders. Plow that cotton in. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's just bring up the course play. And we'll say this is field, what field number is this? Oops, sorry. Field 3. Okay, so let's plot a course for field 3. And we're going to go, whoops, did the wrong one. One turn, counterclockwise, turn up, down, 12.2, blah, 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 looks good. And we'll just drive that course, start it first. Yeah, I had it there anyways. So used to not having it. We'll drive that, what the heck am I looking at there? Okay, this is an unusual way that we started, but that's okay. Yeah, that was something that the guys at Course Play needed. I think they were a little bit off track there with their priorities. The HUD coming up and down and working correctly had to be number one before anything. And they were worried about all these other things, you know, when it's even in beta and released, when the HUD wouldn't work right, well, nothing works if the HUD doesn't work right. So priorities were a little bit askew there, but hey, all's good. All's fair in love and war, and we're just glad to see it's working again. Yeah, you see how they just bring the back. Let me bring this up so I can point this up. They just bring in the back here, the tiller portion, up. to the edge. They think this is where the plow's happening, but the plow's actually happening up here. So they need to make an adjustment called the front of the plow, the beginning, not the back. So a slight adjustment there on these plows, and yeah, that'll be good. That'll straighten this out. Okay, so how's our line spreader doing over there? Because if he is okay, I think what we might do is just put the seeder to work in there, simply because we can put the oilseed radish in and plow after the fact, and then we'll have our fertilization for when the seeder comes around with the real crop that we're putting in. Okay, so yeah, it'd be nice if they got that going properly, so we don't have these little dividends left here. All good though. All right. So, horses are fed. How much does that chicken coop cost? I'm wondering if we shouldn't just go ahead and see if we can get that. Should be in placeables under pens. And there is a large chicken coop here. This one, 86,000. And I think it holds 250 chickens, 500 chickens. Okay, so I think, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. And again, I don't own beyond the trees there, so let's back this up a little bit, and I want to face it somewhat so we can get the trucks in and out, and which would probably be better from this end actually. Let's double check our orientation to the hedge there. I just want to see, oh, wrong way. I just want to see that we're squared off properly here to what would look right. Okay, so something like that, and I can access right from that road there if need be. And I think large amounts of chickens actually kind of stink, don't they? I think they do. Now, I could technically orient it like this. It's just squared off against the hedge here, so that looks right. A little bit more. A little bit more there. Because if I want more than one, I could put more than one in like this. And I could come through, just change my viewpoint here a little bit. Yeah, see, I could come right through there if need be, and through here if need be, kind of thing. I think those are just bushes, not hedges, and I can just paint them out with the road that I'm going to have to create. I think that's what I'm going to do, because we could end up with another one of these. And we'll set them back a little bit. Is that square or not? Kind of looks like it. Well, maybe just okay, so let's set it back like so. We'll leave enough room to get in behind there if need be. There we go. That is... Oh, really? Did I put it in backwards? I hope I... See? Jeez. I did too. Which means I have to sell it to turn it around. Because this is the side that, you know, needs all the attention. Now, could I come in from this side? Yeah, but you know what? That wasn't what I wanted to do, because I wanted to leave the gates open. I hate it when I do that, but oh well. I'm going to go to the garage. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to lose 40 grand. Don't worry, I'll steal it back by cheating. Okay, sell it. This has been sold. Okay, but at least the plot where I need to be is already defined. Okay, let's get the chicken coop, and this time make sure this end is facing forward. Well, hopefully it'll paste over the that looks fairly square. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. And if you haven't seen this, I'll just, whoops, that's my camera mod that's doing that to me. I'm gonna have to do some smoothing here. I don't know why they felt they needed to raise the land 5 feet. Giants needs to work on that, you know. Yeah, it's smooth at the back, big deal. It's the front that matters, you know. They need to work that out a little bit more. Anyways, we just come up here and we can open the door. And I believe, where is it here? Somewhere here. Where is it? I thought there was a light switch right here that will allow us to open the just looking where is it? We'll keep F1 out for a minute here. I thought the switch was right here. If I remember what Nick showed us. I thought it was right there because you can toggle to open the ceiling there for the sunroof. And I know it was over here somewhere. Am I blind? Am I just completely losing it here? I can't see it. You know what? I'm just going to have to revisit Nick's site and he'll tell me where it is. Because I swear it was here. Right here. But I'm blind and I don't see it. And this doesn't open. I tried that. It's right on the wall here, I swear. Anyways. Oh, it is that, but there's no switch there. I was looking for the switch and I hit it again. Oops. Take the jump off for a second. And why am I so low to the ground? I did hit normal. Okay. I don't know how I did it, but I did. I'm going to have to revisit next site. But anyways, I think with that, we're going to buy some chickens, but and we're going to feed them. But I think we're going to leave that for the next episode. And hopefully what I'm probably going to do is just carve this together off screen. And because we got all this to do over here as well. And I'll recoup the 50 grand they pinched from me over that chicken coop. And yeah, so that leaves us a fair bit to do on the next episode. So again, thanks for tuning in to what is going to be a restart of Glen Isla Extended MultiFruit. And we'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.